When the Alien Quadrilogy box set came out in 2003, Alien got a new release version of the film called the Director's Cut, re-edited by Ridley Scott himself. Although the new version is called the Director's Cut, Ridley Scott states that his real and true Director's Cut is in fact the 1979 release. He made this new edition to give audiences and fans another version of the film. Surprisingly, the new version runs nearly a minute shorter than the original cut. Scott was originally going to make the movie longer, but soon realized when adding the extra footage back in, it slowed down the movie too much, and instead he recut the film by trimming scenes from the original version and adding back other deleted scenes. I'll now go into detail about the changes done to the director's cut and whether it improves on the theatrical. The first things that are changed with the director's version are some scenes are trimmed down at the beginning of the film to move the pace faster. A longer panning shot showing off the ship before Dallas is drinking coffee and other little character moments. An added scene back in the new version is the crew listening to the distress signal from the derelict spacecraft. They all hear the signal and Kane remarks, "Good God, what the hell was that?" This has always been my favourite deleted scene that should have stayed in the original cut, but unfortunately the transmission signal noise was changed in the new version for some reason. The original transmission noise was far creepier and unsettling to hear. Other small cuts were made during the section where Kane, Lambert and Dallas make their way and explore the derelict ship. When Kane is checking out the alien egg, there's a new shot with him raising a pistol up cautiously before the egg opens. With this new scene, I never realised that the crew were carrying guns, apart from the use of the flamethrowers. Unless you looked very carefully, you probably would never have seen the weapons they were carrying with them. I think this added scene works well, and makes Kane's character a bit more cautious with him raising his gun. But it still works without it, as Kane was always the most enthusiastic member of the crew to go out and explore. A new scene with Parker, Brett and Lambert watching Kane's body outside the medical bay. Parker speaks out saying how come Kane is still breathing, and why don't Dallas and Ash just freeze them? Ripley comes in to see them, and Lambert straight away slaps Ripley, as she is still angry with her after Ripley refused to let them back into the spacecraft for fear of contamination. Ripley says that she was just following the law. Parker agrees with her by saying that they have no idea what the creature is. More little trims are made in the director's cut to keep the movie's story going quicker. Some dialogue between Dallas and Ripley has been cut down. When Brett is looking for the cat, there's a new shot of the alien hanging from the ceiling with the chains above. While only a quick shot, I dislike this added scene because it takes away from the surprise when the alien comes down to grab Brett. Also, when Brett is taken, the sequence extends with him being grabbed longer. The shot continues with Ripley and Parker running over as they can hear Brett screaming. They just arrived when he is taken away up in the air vent. They both get blood dripped on them. A shot of the ship travelling through space has been taken out of the director's cut, as well as Dallas communicating to Mother. After they decide to continue with Dallas's plan, there's an extra shot of Lambert. The scene of Parker cautiously going down the corridor has been cut. Ripley, Parker and Lambert going through the ship together has also been shortened. Ripley preparing the lifeboat from the bridge is trimmed down. The most controversial deleted scene from the movie is when Ripley, after setting the self-destruct sequence, ends up finding Dallas and Brett's bodies in some sort of hive. The creature seems to be turning them into eggs. This is totally different from James Cameron's Alien Queen life cycle. Upon Ripley discovering Brett and Dallas, she wants to try and get them out, but Dallas, who seems to still be alive, tells her to kill him. She does so by burning them with the flamethrower. Unfortunately, this entire scene is not restored back fully into the director's cut, which is a shame. If you can see the original longer scene, it is far more atmospheric and unsettling. There's a new shot of the alien knocking over Jonesy's box, and a couple shots of Ripley escaping the Nostromo has also been cut. Overall, out of the 4 Alien movie special edition versions, the director's cut of the first in the series is easily the least impressive to watch. While it does put back in a couple of deleted scenes that I would have liked to have seen stayed in the original version, it, however, also cuts out and trims down other scenes that help soak up the atmosphere, which is one of the main reasons why Alien works so well. The director's cut feels too unfocused and a little rushed at times. I suppose it's good to have another version of the film out there if you want a different experience. But if you're ever going to show someone this film for the first time, I would stick to the 1979 Theatrical cut. Alien is a masterpiece of filmmaking, and nothing needed to be changed from it to make it any better. Thanks for listening.